Let's talk about influencer marketing, ever-changing algorithm strategies to supersize and grow your business. Why? Because a lot of times we are engaging with customers, doing business, and trying to build relationships with people in different industries through social platforms and media that we do not control. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, whichever platforms, and there's literally thousands and thousands of platforms you may be engaging with your customers on, because that's where your ideal clients or audience hangs out. But you have no control over those ever-changing algorithms. Now, the algorithms, they say from a company standpoint and a business standpoint, we have to keep in mind these are businesses that need to make money and need to make profits as well. As frustrated as I get with Facebook changing their algorithms all the time, I understand that they're in business to make money. That's why I'm in business, to make money and to provide for my family and to make the world a better place. But they will say that it is for customer engagement, for relevance, for user behavior and user experience improvement. But really, it's all those things, but it's also because that's how they make more money, right? So what are some strategies that we need to use in order to stay on top of these and not get super frustrated over the ever-changing algorithms and things that are outside of our control? Whenever I get upset about it, I think about the weather. And I, a long, long time ago, literally decades ago, stopped looking at the weather, which makes my family a little bit crazy. They laugh at me because they're like, what do you mean you don't know what it's like outside? You don't know what the temperature is. Everybody's got a weather app with their mobile devices nowadays. And some of us choose not to use it. I decide on the weather by looking out the window in the morning or opening the front door and stepping out and saying, all right, gotta wear a couple more layers today because it's freezing out or whatever. But I don't think about the weather because I know it's something I have zero control over. And that's a philosophy I'm continually improving my attitude about with respect to all of these different algorithms, because I have no control over them. So what are some ways that we can deal with these changing things, especially with respect to influencer marketing? If you're using influencer marketing strategies or not, it applies to any information that we put out there. But influencer marketing is really growing, and it's becoming something that all of the platforms are paying attention to. And so they're looking for the things we're going to talk about today. Number one, stay informed about the algorithms. Stay informed about the platforms that you're on. And you don't have to personally do this. I don't personally do this, but I have people that do this for me. So when a change is going to impact us and we're going to have to change the way we're doing something, we're warned ahead of time. We're not just blindsided. A lot of times I get blindsided, literally because I'm blind, but also because I do things every day. And when you do something every day on different platforms, you find out and become aware of the algorithms a little sooner, because you have to do things differently, faster than a lot of other people have to. But I think that's almost better, because if you haven't been on a platform or you're not doing something consistently, then you're really in trouble, because sometimes there's a lot of changes that you have to deal with all at once. And I'd rather deal with them one at a time than all at once. Diversify your content. Make sure that your content is in different formats on different platforms in different places, so that, like anything else, you don't have all your eggs in one basket and you're not dependent on something that you don't personally own or control. Thirdly, we want to focus on quality and authenticity. I'm going to tell you right now, if you aren't focusing on quality and authenticity in your business, you're going to, at some point in building your business, run into a very big brick wall and be in trouble, because everything is so available with respect to information nowadays. There aren't really secrets or any way to hide. If you do something wrong or unethical or immoral or illegal in your business, chances are it's going to be discovered. So why would you even do those things? So be authentic and focus on quality from not only your standpoint in terms of what you're putting out there, but in all of your behavior and all of your actions and all your interactions with every stakeholder in your business, not just with your customers or potential customers, but with everybody. Do what's right. Use data analytics to make improvements in your business. Pay attention, get customer feedback, get audience feedback, find out what people want and don't want. Because if you're giving them what they want, the social media platforms like that, because more people flock to getting what they want. Engage with your audience. There are so many people that just pop out content, and sometimes I'm guilty of this, just putting out content and never engaging with people that comment on it. Not a good move. I mean, you can always get automatic systems to comment for you over a period of time that you're not going to be available. But at some point, you want to engage with the people that you're interacting with, or they're going to find out that you're not open, you're not authentic, and they might not want to do business with you because of that. For some things, we do business with people and we don't have to have a personal relationship. For other things, it's critical. So know where you are on that spectrum and realize how much of your time and energy is going to have to go into different things personally versus that can be automated. Collaborate with micro influencers, not just macro influencers. Macro influencers have millions of followers. Micro influencers have a smaller number of followers, but they may or may not, and you need to do your research, always do your homework, be more engaged with and have actually more influence on their audience and more pull with their audience than macro influencers do. Adopt and adapt to whatever specific platforms you happen to be participating with. Again, you have to know what's going on and then act accordingly and try to not get frustrated every time something changes, because the one thing we can count on in this life is change. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. I always say change and death. We're all going to experience those two things. So what are some examples of companies that have done this really well? I'm just going to share a couple of examples. Nike on Instagram is an incredible example about quality content, quality visuals, and storytelling. They do an amazing job of that on social media, and Instagram is one of their platforms of choice. Glossier, which is a makeup company, a beauty company, does a lot with influencers, and they use influencer marketing and micro influencers. So if you're looking for an example of that, check out their stuff and learn from that. Red Bull, of course, is, YouTube and dominates YouTube, but also other visual media. And they've done an incredible job with partnering with not only influencers, but with people that use their products and services, because they sponsor so many different extreme sports and things, and people generate content and share videos, etc. And so they've been able to really use that to grow their YouTube following, etc. So we have to be adaptive. We have to have adaptive strategies. We have to flow with the changes, knowing that changes are inevitable, and make sure that we're creating content and things that are quality and that our audience wants, right? If we're doing that, and then if we're engaging with them, we're building relationships, and all of those things help to supersize and grow our business. I'd love to know what you're doing in terms of, and how do you respond to algorithm changes. If you watch my What's She Up To Now segment ever, you'll hear me be frustrated about algorithm changes on occasion. And actually doing this today reminds me that there's strategies, I've got strategies, and I just need to bump them up a little bit and supercharge them a little instead of getting frustrated about things that are outside of my control. Have an awesome day. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting strategy or perspective to supersize and grow your business. Have a great day.